When somebody like tells you something, even if it's mean, it's not as painful as you getting ignored, bro. Getting ignored is like, it's a response, and it's a powerful one.
Probably when I was told my parents were dead. That sucked.
Someone called me the hard R yesterday. Hurt my feelings.
I think I'm fat, but I'm not.
That my dad died.
Discovering a family member passed away.
It's called You're a Mistake. That's what I've been told.
Whoa!
Yo, Simon, we need to pull the plug, the power plug for your mom in the intense care. We decided to kill her. I think that's the most...
Okay. Yeah, okay. Nice.
Is that okay? Cause you said it 6 times, meaning your pressure is really high.
I was like in my parents' house for 2 years, not doing anything, just sitting on the computer playing. And one day my father snapped and said, you're just f***ing useless. Well, he didn't say only that, but that was the main idea of it. He just, like, he get me crying, saying that what he said was true, but you know, truth hurts. But I think it's because of that encounter with my dad that I just got back on my feet and then fell down again and got back on my feet again.
I actually been told that I have like the weirdest sounding voice because of the fact that I sound like a 10-year-old guy or like a freaking 9-year-old girl.
Most painful thing is probably when my girlfriend admitted to me that she was cheating on me. You know what hurts even more? She was cheating on me with a girl. Yeah, totally f***ed up my self-esteem and all that stuff, dude. Like, that's why I call myself broken in a sorts, because now I have no trust for anybody.
Golly. I gotta dig real deep. Oh, when my stepmother died when I was 17. She died in a car accident, and the cops came to the door and told us. And I don't know, it's all kind of blurry after that, but it's not good. Not a good day.
That my dad had cancer.
Probably the most painful thing I've been told is that I have about 699 months to live. Yeah, we all live about 80 years, not about 20, 24, so...
Yeah, but who said that to you?
Oh, it's just me going online, watching YouTube videos, and then someone just brings up the fact that, death is inevitable.
But how long can I live?
It depends on what we get to when it comes to science. You're pretty young, so either you're gonna live till you see maybe 100, 150, or you're gonna die within the next 10 years because of, world wars. We don't know the future.
Yeah.
I deserve to die. I should just go commit suicide.
That I'm worthless? The world's not perfect, unfortunately, but the best thing you can do is try to make it better just by being a good person yourself.
I'm adopted.
Oh, shit. And then what happens? I'll walk in, and it's hard to say, but me and my brother were the first ones to find out he was dead or passed away, seeing him there, cold, not moving. And then we had to call police. I had to call my aunt. I called my mom. I didn't know what to do. I was panicking. Honestly, I didn't want to believe it. I pretty much made the police and the firemen tell me to my face that he was gone and not coming back. It was a hard thing to hear, but I had to hear it so I could believe it.
I think the worst thing I've been told is that no one loves me. No one will ever love me.
My mistake was I tried to help somebody out who was emotionally wrong, and it's I thought I could be there to help comfort them, and then for them to say oh, I have someone else, that kind of broke me a bit. You know how you break a chip off a Ritz, that's how it was on my soul. I was ouch. I don't know, I feel when you try to give your best for someone and they don't appreciate the support, and they just take it for granted. One of the most hurtful things I can ever feel, and to even replace that with someone else. But it's all good. It's all in the past. Past is the past, but I can still talk about the past. It's there for a reason.
I've tried to be in new relationships and stuff like that, but it just doesn't work out because I never gained that sort of trust. It's not the same. I always have something in the back of my head. I don't trust people, bro. I don't even trust you right now with your f***ing YouTube video.
Why are you so fat?
I am made by a person who designed me this way to stop it from me hurting myself when I bump into things.
No, I don't want to be mean. I'm just asking.
I detected awkwardness.
To be completely honest, I've never really had anything like that bad happen to me. I'm just gonna have to say, like, I don't know, one time a buddy was like, yo dog, you suck at soccer, and I was like, I mean, that's like the worst that's ever happened to me. I haven't
Talk about winning the lottery.
I know, right?
You know, if this were a game of D&D, I would just have like a critical fail every single time I tried to toss a dice, man. But
I get you.
man, you
Nat 20
you
all the
roll
way.
you roll a D6 and it gives you a 20.
I like that.
When I was dating this guy, he would joke around and stuff. When I was eating, he would call me fat ass and stuff. But I was like, what the why are you telling me that when I'm eating? And then when we would go out and stuff, he would be like, oh, your chest is like a bag of Lay's chips. And I was like, why? It's because there's air in it. And I was like, dude, you're up. Yeah, so that's why that ended.
I'm a weeb.
Yo. I don't actually have any painful thing. Oh, fucking no.
Yeah, I don't think.
Sorry, I'm too careless to take any offensive ones.
Ignorance is bliss, bro.
I only get mad if I'm broke, if I'm out of money.
Probably either the fact that my mom's mother passed away and seeing my dad break down crying in front of me whilst telling me as I proceeded to cry my eyes out, and being told that you're no longer my best friend by my ex-best friend because they decide to let out all their anger on me because their mom had cancer because she was abusing drugs. So that's fun.
My grandma died on like a sudden notice. She was released from the hospital after, and they said, oh yeah, everything's gonna be okay, and then she died the next day. That was really horrible.
What are you doing, cutie?
Maybe it was gonna die before you are 20. Because I was actually alcoholic.
That I was the only of my siblings to never get a chance to meet my grandfather. He died shortly before I was born, and every one of my other siblings got to meet him while they were still, like 4 older brothers, all got to meet him before he was gone, but he passed a few months before I was born.
You're great and all, but I like you as a friend. Hey, we've all heard that one.
I actually dropped out because someone broke up with me, and that kind of sapped my will to do everything. And then about a month after that, I was talking to them. They said, just move on. And I was like, pop! Oh, I kind of can't do that.
Well, I just got back from school, and then I realized my dog wasn't home, and then my parents brought me the bad news that he passed away.
My dad called me retarded and he told me I wouldn't amount to anything.
You're a disgrace.
I'm weird and don't deserve friends.
I had to break up with a girl because I did not like her enough. Told me that I wasn't good enough for anybody.
When my ex broke up with me, hearing her say that she didn't want to continue the relationships.
Yeah, most painful thing I've ever been told is I don't love you anymore, so...
I don't love you anymore.
When people say I'm real trap, top tier trap, I know I feel happy and sad at the same time because I knew I trolled them, but it's my normal voice. It's my normal voice. I don't use any mod voices.
He got cancer when he was just 5 years old. It was a beautiful
I'm sorry. No, I feel so sad.
When my mom and dad told me they were getting divorced, I felt like
I was sitting in the room from my sister on her couch, and my father just came into the room with a stone cold blick and dead eyes, like really, really, really sad. And he said, "Yo, Simon, we need to pull the plug, the power plug for your mom in the intense care. We decided to kill her." I think that's the most... I was really a mother child. Like, that's the reason I don't talk to my father that much.
My math teacher's husband apparently died in a car crash, and my cooking teacher's child has cancer, and they're both like really f***ed up right now and kind of low-key hurt, you know, because they're like super nice people and they didn't deserve it.
If you lose someone, it's really hard to get over it, but it's possible. And even though I stood on the bridge 5 months ago, it doesn't help to kill yourself. The life has so many great things, great things, and I would not throw that away. You as person, if you have lost someone, you know the pain which you applying to other people when you're dead.
My dad died. Hospice, a group that goes to home care, checked him out, and apparently they didn't tell us till the day that it happened. cherish who you have already. Just love the people in your life because they won't always be there. You know, it's actually harder to talk about this when that guy's standing right behind you.
In a really high point of their life, like everything is okay. A pessimist person saying everything is okay, but it's not gonna last. Something is gonna happen, and something bad is gonna happen. The song is called Hurricane.
It's gonna rain till the levee break. A tidal wave of fear and pain carries us away. Another fight into the night until nothing else remains. How do we find harbor from the hurricane?